Hello, hello, everyone.
Hello. Oh, hi, that's me.
Yee.
All the lovely, glorious faces.
Welcome to the beginning of the late night social streams. I will be on the next 2. You all will see me for the next 9 hours.
I just saw your name.
That's not how I wanted to spell it, but I had limited space.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so excited.
Yes, don't forget to like the stream. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Dubba YouTube because I have ambitious goals and I need to meet them. Fox was like, I don't even want to know.
Fox, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's cool.
It's fine.
We're rushing next weekend. It's fine.
Yeah, it's cool. Y'all got your pledges ready?
Oh, yeah.
So how is everybody doing? How's the Dubba going? This, in case you don't know, this is a social stream, so it's going to be a little bit more laid back. We'll have about 40 minutes of sprinting divided into 2 20-minute sprints at my whim. I don't know when they're going to be.
Random.
I have 2.5 hours to do it. So is everybody getting stuff done? How are your goals?
I fully anticipated working this entire weekend, so I have no goals to do nothing. And you know, I've been crushing it.
No,
crushing it.
It's a successful approach.
Yeah, it's been working for me.
Yeah, pretty similar. I worked this weekend, so I'm just like, anything I do is better than what I would have done otherwise.
Yeah, same, honestly.
Here we are.
I think we're all in the same boat.
All right. This is why we're
Whatever
on the social spread.
gets done.
Not to be contrary, but I made goals for the Dubba.
That's why you're president.
And I have already succeeded in one and am about a third of the way through another. I finished revising Not For Her, so I can contact a sensitivity reader on Monday, and am I 3 or 4 pages in? Hold on, I gotta fact check myself. Oh, I'm 5 pages. I am on page 6, so I have finished 5 pages of my reread/revision for All That Glitters, which is going faster than Not For Her, because what I didn't realize was, like, Not For Her still had revision notes from my final beta round that I had not been able to get to because I died last year.
Oh.
And All That Glitters was done, so I'm just, like, going back and rereading and changing, like, a word or 2 here and there, so yay. Rosh is still dying inside. Consistency is key in all things in life.
Yep.
People I like and
I always hate when trolls show up to things like this. It's like, come on, don't you have anything better to do?
A true rival notices every detail.
Yeah,
Touch every possible weakness.
This room gets hot after a while. I wore long sleeves in the last stream. I couldn't keep that up. Needed to trim down a little bit. And pink's my color.
Mistake.
Got chapter 1 of book 2 of an erotica novella trilogy. Had no goals, so feel like I'm #winning like Charlie Sheen. Heyo! Like I
Same.
said, is a great strategy.
It works. It's working out great.
What,
Set
what
the
you do is you
expectations
wait
on the
till
floor, and you can step right over them. That's what I
Yeah.
say.
You wait till the end of the write-a-thon, then you take the goals graphic and just fill in what you did.
Yep.
He's like,
Life
yeah,
hack.
I got it all done. Like
There
my
we
4th
go.
goal is sleep ? I'm like, technically done that.
There's too much.
Even then, there's a little bit.
If it wasn't the picture.
It's my brand.
It really is.
I think CB's just having the same thoughts as me, and that you like purposely did not wear the pink shirt on our stream.
Dang.
And I am just
Dang.
confused.
Why would I give my best to
common
CB?
suspicion.
Why wouldn't you? Why don't you show up for the best for your rival to outstun her?
Yeah, because it's not necessary.
Okay. That's why CB's winning the war.
All right. That's not true.
It's not what I heard.
Look,
5 out of how many? What, Fox? Oh, 11. 11 pages.
Team Matt's taking a little sabbatical. We're resting.
Okay.
We're chilling.
It's my brand. Needs to
It's my
brand. Just pink shirts. It's a pink
Funny-
shirt on white shirts.
Funny fact. So that pink shirt has become synonymous with Matt's brand to the point when I made the temporary thumbnail for this stream, the one thing that was consistently commented on was that Matt had his pink shirt. I had my brand blue. My background is the blue. My thumbnails are the blue. I had my brand blue shirt, but nobody cared. They were like, Matt's got his pink shirt.
Also, to be fair, we both forgot I had a beard, and both of us were like, I have a beard? So...
But only you and I commented on that.
Yes.
But,
Both
like,
of us were
everyone
like, wait a
commented
second.
on Matt's shirt.
Yeah. So, to be fair, both of us were like, wait a second, I have a beard? And it's on my face, so...
I
My
like had all the
perception-
pictures up, and I'm like, oh, Cody has a beard.
I was like, wait, oh, I forget I have a beard.
Cody 100%. I have prosopagnosia.
Face blindness.
Okay.
I didn't recognize Matt with his shirt change.
Fooled you. You're like, this guy sounds
Gotcha.
similar. He sounds familiar.
Matt equals pink, Roger that.
Yeah, if you see someone
Yeah.
wearing pink, it's probably me. Just rule of thumb.
I don't own pink shirts. I don't.
Yeah, they're mine. That's
I
why.
stole them.
Yeah.
Fox is calling you out for not wearing your pink shirt for your author photo shoot. He's like, is it really
yeah.
your brand? Where's the commitment?
Man,
Dang. Shots fired.
You wore a white shirt.
I wore white for that. What is
So you
white but pink
Photoshop
that
it.
hasn't met red yet?
Okay. All right.
You know?
White is pink in its single days.
Yeah.
It's single. Take.
Yeah. It hadn't gotten hitched yet.
Before it settled down.
Yeah, before it settled down, had a family.
Before the met of the well, some say the love of its life. Some say it ruined white, but
Photoshop it.
That was pink.
That's what I was saying, and then we went on a journey writing a biography of how white
We went on
became pink.
total different rampage. Bulldozed right over.
It has to be this
Yeah.
exact shade,
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you put
Exactly.
on this shade of pink, watch
and then
out.
Matt can possess
I'll
you.
be there.
Hello.
Hello.
We went off the rails quick.
Matt,
Like,
Matt doesn't exist without pink.
So I pink, therefore I am.
yeah. Yes. So much yes.
Fox just said he'll change it for the next thumbnail, and I
Please.
would not be surprised.
I wouldn't either. I need to see this.
It's just all going to be pink now forever.
Just the entire world of Matt's gonna be pink except for
You're
his face.
you're eventually gonna have your author website and everything, and you'll have those photos with the white shirt. But then the
Yeah.
thumbnails, we'll have
Yeah.
those photos, but they're all pink, and people
Yeah.
will be like, "Wait a second, did you take the exact same photo?"
But just
Sure.
What? How did you get the exact same lighting in post? Don't worry
And
about
this
it.
is something that's crossed my mind because I'm like, pink's one of my colors. That would be nice to have on my author website whenever I make that. But then I'm like, pink is a really loud color for a website.
Well, it depends. Like
There's multiple shades of pink.
But like
that
this
particular shade of pink isn't like super loud, but it is better as like an accent color.
Yeah.
So you'd like have to pick a different primary color,
Right.
but you could still definitely use it.
Yeah.
Matt should copyright that shade of pink.
This is
Matte pink.
hereby known as matte pink.
Matte.
No one can use it.
Funny you should say that. On my Mila note, that's what it's labeled for me and Fox. It's just matte pink.
Matt,
well,
that's
I'll
so
see you
funny.
I'll see you in court because I have a copyright on it.
Little did we all know.
I pink, therefore I am is another merch for
Yeah.
More
Matt,
merch.
just take
More
notes.
merch.
Yeah.
They're
I'm
writing your merch for you.
my 2026 merch store is gonna be lit because of this stream.
It's just a white shirt, but with a pink shirt in the middle of it.
Fox is like, accents, Matt, accents. Oh, you got it. Yeah, I've had to make
I'm not
enough
good at
stuff that I
accents.
wanted to. I have had to make enough graphic things for my regulars that I am very knowledgeable about how well Matt's pink works for things and how blind I'm willing to be.
Every time I see that pink, it's like,
That's what I've been dying about.
It just popped up for me in StreamYard.
it's so
Excuse me.
every time we do something and Matt's there, and it's just like, here, like, all like what, like two truths and a lie. Here's everyone's. I'm like, that one's Matt's.
It's that one. It's the pink
That
one.
one's Matt's. I know it. I can tell.
Matt, I now need for you to get a suit.
Of that exact pink.
I
yes.
want a pink suit so bad.
I love how enthusiastic you already were.
Yeah.
I know,
I-
right?
I've had this thought before of having a pink
I am
suit.
5 steps ahead of you.
Chris's like prom suit from high school that he had in the closet for a while was, oh god, was the suit either the suit was lavender or like the suit had a bunch of lavender stuff, like, but lavender was one of the big colors in his prom suit, and
Lavender
I was like,
is
so pretty.
a phenomenal color. It is one of the big colors.
Sage has a whole range of onesies as merch coming at you. Yes, and then y'all could do a collab.
Yeah, like a pink onesie.
Yes,
Definitely.
all right, I should go ahead and tell y'all to introduce yourselves. Sage, you're in the hot corner. You get to go first.
Hi, folks. My name is Sage, also known as Moon Bunny Creative. I do things on the internet sometimes when my upload speed actually allows me to do things on the internet. Sometimes I do things with words. Sometimes I do things not with words. And today I'm working on fanfic because that's what I do. Next person.
I am Matt Holland, stage name Pat Mink. I'm a fantasy author working on my debut dark fantasy adventure novel. I also have a pirate short story coming out March 30th. It's called The White Harvester. You can find it in Sasha Black's The Rebel Diaries anthology, coming out March 30th. Pre-order it. There's a link in my link tree. There's a link in my Instagram bio. You can find it all over the place. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'm posting all about it. We're doing an Instagram challenge. And if you join Sasha Black's Rebel Authors Facebook group, we've got a couple live streams coming at you. This Tuesday, I'm hosting one with half of the contributors. We're going to be playing some games. And then on March 30th, we have a live stream or a launch day party. There's going to be drinking games and just all around partying that day. So make sure to join that Facebook group so you can watch me host some more stuff and pre-order the Rebel Diaries. And off to Cody.
Hold on, Cody, real quick. I'm glad I'm not the only one who had this thought.
Listen, if all your social media now is not Pat Mink, I will riot. I will riot.
Cody, I'm just starting to post regularly on social media.
Put it in parentheses.
Yeah, you can put it in parentheses like behind your name.
Matt Holland, Pat Mink.
Pat Mink.
Yeah, there you go.
I get a message from Sasha just like, hey, Matt, what the fuck?
What happened? What is going on? What is this?
I'm like, don't worry about it.
Like, here, just send her a link to this stream.
Yeah, like, just watch this. You'll figure it out.
Watch the first 15 minutes. You're good.
Yeah.
All right, Cody.
Hello, hi, everybody. My name is Cody Keller. I am a gay creator, makes gay shit. Straight people have had it too good for too long. And I am the current resident Sparkle King. I am a supernatural romance writer. I'm currently working on my debut novel about witches and werewolves and what happens when a werewolf is raised by werewolf hunters and they find out and things that happen. Follow me on social media links down below. We will go on a wild adventure.
And hello, I am Writing Mom Samantha Nasset. This is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. On Mondays, I host live streams very similar to this one, about the same amount of time, but with maybe more sprints, depends on the day. Or sometimes we talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about, like Monday, because we're going to need to recuperate from this weekend. Jess, I, and Cody will be talking about the movie Lost Boys. The 1980s vampire one, no correlation with Peter Pan technically.
Perfect. I'm writing that down so I can watch that tomorrow because I keep beating task on that.
When I post content, I post it on Thursdays, but I'm kind of on a hiatus at the moment because chronic illness and brain fog are the best life ever. If you would like to read a sample of my writing so that you know that I'm not completely and totally full of bullshit, you can read my spooky flash fiction on my website, SamanthaLNasset.com. And while you're there, you can...
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Who is this?
At my website, SamanthaLNasset.com. And while you're there, you can sign up to my newsletter to stay up to date with all things Sam. And I also write about WWW updates and announcements, at least until we get to the 500 sub community tab for the YouTube.
Woo!
And the return of Corner Fox messed up my flow. I have to.
It scared me.
Yes.
That scared me too. I was like,
just to support the Dubba Dubba, subscribe to the Dubba Dubba channel. To support my channel, you can like the stream, subscribe, and ring-a-ding the bell for both. So, hey.
I saw the background and my first thought was, is Fox here? And then I saw nothing. I'm like, all right, I guess he's not. Never mind.
No, it is Fox.
He is here.
He's here. We love your sparkles. Yes.
I mean, you can't get rid of them.
Corner Fox. The little fox thing is Fox. That is the only way in which he will ever appear on a live stream. But yeah, that's him.
That's our resident Shadow Fox.
Sending messages. Corner Fox.
Shades.
Consumed
all
that
around.
for a bit. The way that Matt jumped is iconic, and I need it clipped. Because he was just like...
Yeah,
listen, both me and Matt were caught off guard. Both were like, oh.
That scared me so much.
He has impeccable timing.
Yes.
you know the one.
Matt is getting censored in this stream.
YouTube can't handle uncensored Matt. They're
Uncensored
not
Pat.
ready.
Matt After Dark.
Pat After Dark.
That's like almost chin levels.
I know, it's just low enough.
To be fair, normally I only have 3 people, so like the person on bottom would be in the middle. And then Fox wouldn't be censoring them, but
I'm always late.
I wasn't gonna call you out on that one, but yeah.
I'll call myself out on that one.
Today I was the late one.
the thing you must know about both CB and Matt is they will call themselves out on everything. You call them out on it, though.
No,
Suddenly,
no.
you're the worst human ever.
Look, I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. I know everything wrong with me. No one else gotta say it, I know.
Okay, so Emily, to be fair, Corner Fox became a thing as of my holiday bash 2021. I had StreamYard. I had paid for StreamYard for 1 month, so he was around for a month. And then part of my Ko-fi advertisement or thing has been, and if you want to get Corner Fox back, I need
We need
to
the money.
donate to the Ko-fi Coffee Ko-fi down below.
Give Sam money.
And now I have StreamYard Premium through other means. So Corner Fox is here to stay, baby.
Woo!
Matt is on fire with merch-worthy quotes tonight.
Ha-cha-cha-cha. So we'll be shaded from the stream for everyone to see. Nice.
Every time someone says Corner Fox, for some reason my head equates it with the song Pop by, I think, In Sync, whichever one has Justin Timberlake in it, where they go, Dirty Pop.
Corner Fox.
I go, Corner Fox.
Corner Fox.
It's okay. I always think nobody puts Fox in a corner. Except Fox, because he's
in the corner.
And he puts himself there. All right, we are about 20 minutes in, and it is a social stream, but I have to find the correct tab. We should. I need to catch more streams clearly. Well, he just came back. This is his debut again for the Dubba Dubba Dubba.
And I've been here for both of them.
The Corner Fox needs to be.
Yes!
Yes.
For quarterly parties.
Oh my god.
Corner Fox drinking game.
Every time Corner Fox shows up, you take a drink. He would kill us.
Yeah, that's a lot of power for Fox.
I was saying he would kill us.
I was going to say, don't make it a drinking game, make it a hydration game.
There you go.
He would
Well,
kill me.
I would be drinking tea anyway because alcohol can be a migraine trigger.
Yeah. Fox,
He didn't tell me he made new ones. So
good. I'm glad. I was hoping.
I got my rosewater shots ready. The abuse of power. Oh, let me tell you, Emily, like, you should check out some of the early January streams because there's one where he turned everything orange. He had prepared a secondary brand that was Fox Orange, and he turned everything orange.
Honestly, knowing Fox, I'm not shocked at all.
Ever since StreamYard was like, you can make teams, and I added him to the team, he's like, the havoc I can reach.
He's like, there's so much power I can have here.
But also he respects my control issues, so he's like, how much can I do without? And I'm like, well, don't kick me off my own stream. He's like, okay.
I will guarantee I won't do that, but everything else.
However, if I'm being especially little shitty to him, I'd probably forgive him for doing it.
If it was like a quick out and in, nothing super wild.
Well, I mean, he can't like ban me from it. I'd basically just drop out till I clicked myself back up.
That's what I meant. Like he just drops you out.
Jess says, "Hi, Corner Fox."
Jess is
The
love Corner
ultimate
Fox.
troll. Well, I mean, we get each other. There's I have a thing with really large eyes for some reason. Like my laptop background is just a screenshot of a panel from the Skyward Sword manga where it's just like Link's eye. But it's like a very serious expression, and I don't know, I just really like it. So that's my laptop thing. When we first got Milanote, and I was like, wait, I can put pictures here. On my author board, I just made the picture just huge, and then I waited. And then I got a message from Fox that was like, Sam, why? And I'm like, because I can.
Because it said I could, so I did.
Because I can, and I knew that this would happen. So it is very much tit for tat. This is our relationship.
Oh yeah. Listen, as my relationship with Fox grows, it's very similar. And every time I see him, I'm just like, I could see Sam. Maybe I see why you guys are best friends. I could.
Maybe I just like Fox better than you, Cody.
That's fine. You work with him more than me. It's cool. You see him more than me. It's fine. It's cool. I'm not hurt or anything. It's fine.
I believed you at first, but before you go on.
Spins all the way around.
I know, it just keeps going and going and going. I have a desk and a bed in the way.
Hold on. Oh, I just realized I clicked the wrong scrolling one, but I'm leaving that one.
Oh.
I'm gonna just edit it real quick. subscribe to the dubba. There we go.
And if you like this timer, you can find it on the Writing Mom Samantha on Nasset channel.
We love you too, Cody. Oh no, Cody is the one hidden behind.
I've been lost. I'm lost in the comments.
Aha! Finally, not me.
Well, that's what happens when you're not late.
It's
I mean,
fine.
It pays
can-
to be a little less late than Cody.
It's
You can
listen.
reorder the pictures.
I'm never late. Okay, this is
I
like the
know.
latest I've been. Actually,
But
this is
like,
the second latest I've been.
I know I can reorder the pictures, but I feel like just leaving it up to chance. Whoever gets here late is on the bottom.
It's not
It's-
chance. I'll always be last.
For
It's
that,
not-
it's never chance. That
It's
is
not
guaranteed.
chance.
Unless they are severely late, it is never chance. It is guaranteed.
I mean, fair.
7:57, I'm there.
I know some people put themselves on the bottom. I'm not that benevolent. And I will not apologize for it.
No, listen, I love the chance thing. It's so fun. It spices things up.
I got a DM that I thought was a small DM. It is a big DM. So
Oh,
let us let us start the What are we
The
do?
timer.
Sprint.
Who wants to count us down?
I'll do it.
You got this, Cody. You got
Okay.
this.
Okay. Guys, ready? We go in 3,
Yep.
2, wait. Okay. 2, 1, go. Thank you, Matt.
Nailed it.
And we're back. How did that sprint go for everybody?
Good. I wrote a few points for a script for a video I'm working on.
Cody, Sage. Cody, are you muted?
I think.
I was. Hello, hi.
If you
That-
got somebody forgot to unmute mic on your bingo square.
Hey. I didn't think this is the first time it's happened. This WWW. But
Yeah, but not everybody can go to all of them. So
this do be true. That's why you gotta have variety and spice. I finished beta reading for a friend, their final chapter,
nice.
and I'm about to alert them to let them know. Oh, hey, it be done. And yeah, it was a delightful time.
And Sage.
I wrote about 200 words and read over something that my beta sent me. So
Nice.
I had lost chat. I found chat again.
I've lost it. I found it.
Cody does not get to be my birthing partner after that. There was a thing I missed.
There's also a thing I missed. Wait, what? What? Oh,
Congratulations.
I mean, what?
I don't know. But you've lost a job you did know you had.
Damn. It doesn't pay well. Shit.
Doesn't pay well. It doesn't matter anymore.
I guess not.
No, I'm just expecting chaotic. To be fair, I think during the sprints he is also working this dubba. So
Yes.
I did a bit of editing, then took a nap to avoid dying. Welcome back to the living. I updated my planner. Woohoo! I wrote one sentence. That's one more sentence than you had.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot how I did. I read 2 pages and 2.5 pages, and then did other things. And we all know I have an ego, and I love my writing. And I'm reading the carnival scene, and I'm like, damn, I'm good at writing fantasy. So
I'm not gonna lie, Sam. I do channel you a lot in my daily life.
good, you should.
Because just about exuberance and confidence, I'm just like, what would Sam do? She wouldn't doubt herself. She'd go and swing. I'm the best. Fuck yeah.
No, see, here's the thing. Even if I do doubt myself, I'm like, yeah, whatever. What the fuck do I know? I'm amazing.
Yes. Like even if, every time I doubt myself, I'm like, damn, Sam would just go
Rebel
and scream.
so hard. You rebel against yourself too.
Yeah, listen, I'm starting. It's
Matt-
odd. It's working great.
Matt can confirm. We have had DMs where I was like, yeah, I normally do this, but you know what? Fuck that. We'll do what we want.
And the amount of times in a day where I will do something and I'm like, Sam would be proud of that.
Yeah, same. Oh, listen, earlier today,
It's usually me judging someone for being stupid.
Oh, listen, earlier today, I had
Someone will do
Calling me out on my
something dumb and I'll just
toxic
be like,
trait.
Sam's spilling all of the tea. It's wonderful.
I have to find where we were. I wrote a line and then did absolutely nothing. That's one more line than you had before.
one line is better than no line.
Oh, I also got my big old thing of water from my car. So.
Well, Emily, I don't remember if you were here, but you can always use Cody's strategy for the dubba, which is make no goals, and then you've already succeeded.
I'm crushing
You're
it.
doing one thing.
Yeah, I crushed it. See?
It feels like 11 a.m. was many years ago.
Same.
Look,
Very much same.
do not emulate my sleeping behavior. But
what's
my
sleeping?
Sage calling me out on my other toxic trait.
What sleep? What is that? Who is she? Do we know her?
Now I see why everyone was
She
flattering
doesn't even
me
go
earlier.
here.
She doesn't even. Does she even go here?
No, she doesn't even go to this country.
Glad it's not Wednesday. We couldn't sit with Matt.
So my kids watch movies on the weekend as like a pre-bed thing because 2 out of 3 of them are night owls, and the one that's not a night owl can kind of keep up with his siblings as long as they're watching a movie or something. So they get to watch movies on the weekend, and then around between midnight and 1, I'll go up there and I'll put them to bed. And so I had to be up for the opening ceremony at 5:30 my time, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna go well. So I put them to sleep. They were out by 1. So I was like, yeah, I can get 4 hours of sleep. That is a full night's sleep for me. No, I was not tired. So at like 2:30, 3 o'clock, I'm like, still not tired. 4 o'clock, I'm exhausted. I'm like, yes. And then my chronic migraines are like, you know what would be real nice right now? Anxiety-induced insomnia. And I'm like, for why? For why?
Why are
I
our brains
still
the same?
managed to drift on and off for about 40 minutes before my brain's like, bitch, you fall asleep now. You're not waking up to your alarm. And I'm like, for why? But my like 40 minutes in and out made me feel refreshed. I was wide awake. We did like the opening ceremony, and then I told Jess is like, go take a nap. I'm like, I want to, but I'm not tired. I finally managed to get 2.5 hours of sleep, and I've been awake ever since. And as you can hear, I'm good. Yes, you can watch another movie. Sir, do not lick my nose. Go on. Go.
Hi, small
Yes, you
child.
can have cereal. So like, and I, after my stream, will also be on Grayson's social stream and then Emily's social stream.
Oh my.
I will get to go to sleep at 6:30. Which,
so effectively, you'll be away for 24 plus hours.
yeah, several of my friends were like, why would you do that? And then like all these things you have to do on Sunday. I'm like, bitch, I've got 12 hours I can sleep before the closing ceremony. I knew me. I planned for this.
I love how in the beginning Sam was like co-host and host. Don't stack yourself up on streams too much. Meanwhile, Sam, I have 3 streams in a row.
Here's the thing though. My thing is to know your limits. I am an outgoing extrovert. I will be fine. I can stream for 12 hours. It is not going to bother me. Other people, I do not recommend. I should just pull up my picture that says I'm a god.
I am an ancient immortal being.
Yes, my child. Yes, you can have a drink. Yes, you can have milk. Is there anything else? No. Okay.
Child break.
Oh yes, I do that whenever I've written a good romance scene. Oh yes, those are my favorites.
Listen,
Also, I've been fangirling over my own city names that I know that Fox hates. And they're amazing.
I also love hating
Fox, yes.
I saw the one you posted in CC, and I'd forgotten that city name, and I'm just like, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I particularly like how one of my other friends was like, well, see, what was confusing me was the second part, because
Everyone, welcome our new host, Fox. Fox, introduce yourself. These are the new things that Fox mentioned.
Oh no.
Oh my god. And it gets bigger. Oh, this is great.
it stays there.
It stays there? Oh, I love this. I love this so much.
Big.
Oh my god. Oh. Whoa, baby.
Jess has finished putting her mood board together and now is getting ready to go to bed because she has to be live in 6 hours. And she's not me.
Go to bed, Jess. Have a good sleepies. This is what happens on a Dubba stream. You never know.
This is what happens when I have StreamYard Premium. If you would like to
It means
continue to see
Fox
Fox
has
being a
StreamYard
little
Premium.
fucker,
You know,
I guess Sam can sleep. No, I don't sleep. Did we not just discuss that the lack of sleep was not by choice? It's literally my body rejecting the notion
There is
of I
Bye,
need
Sam.
sleep.
Go nap.
There is something so funny about Sam's disembodied voice
I
coming
know.
from behind Fox.
God, is that you? We knew she was an ancient immortal being, but this is
It's like your body was destroyed, but your spirit lives on.
yeah, behind the chalkboard. She's the creature in the walls. That,
I've
like,
never
whisper
been
to you
so
at
glad
night.
to not have gone to bed yet. Dubba madness, baby!
Happens at
Where's
Dubba
this
Dubba
on the
Dubba stream.
bingo board?
Where's Sam gets covered by Fox? Who knew?
Huh?
The type of shenanigans that happens on you can also see this type of shenanigans on Writing Moms and Smith on Nasset Street. It happen on Mondays.
I need all of you to know that yesterday Fox was like, Sam, I need you to not look in the brand and to trust me. And I was like, I am so concerned.
I love that the first line is, I am concerned and I'm scared.
But sir, sometimes I think I still hear Sam.
It's like he never left us.
Fox, I need you to know though, I still don't remember what revenge this is supposed to be on, so I need you to tell me what I did.
What did I do?
Because you said I would know, but I do not. I just liked making this be the sleep deprived crazy. So you may or may not know, we have what we refer to as the Shadow Fox, and he's taken over my corner, and he won't give it back.
Oh my god!
Could I go remove it? Yes. Am I going to? No.
Could I? Probably. Am I going to? Nah. It's fine. Is this the wackiness
Fine.
that happens on a social stream? You never know.
It happened after you know. That's fair,
this is the
but I
you
don't
get
think
it.
that's what did it. Because
gonna
he
say-
planned this before I started revising my short. Sage just really- I don't know if Sage can breathe, let alone speak.
I'm doing okay.
Sage almost matches Matt's shirt at this point.
Same. Same. Whew.
But now I will show with everybody the names of my city.
Just a spite Fox, even more.
Indeed, indeed.
I could do revenge too, boy.
Hold on, I must remember how to spell it. How much? There. How rude. I was distracted by my children. That was low and underhanded.
And I would expect nothing less. Oh my god.
Nobody can breathe anymore. So these are the names of my cities.
They're so good.
Sequel got me.
Listen.
It's great too because it's about the story's about a merfolk and it starts out in a port town. And in my original draft, it just said city name and city name the sequel. And then when I was like, you know what?
You know, that worked.
Oh my god.
Let me just change the spelling so it's not as obvious. But Fox knows me too well. So like he saw it and then he knew. It has been his bane ever since. And
Listen,
yes.
in my current story, I have a general store. So I'm like, what do I call this general store? And then I was just like sitting there, I was like, what if I just call the general store for all your general needs? And that's the name of it now, and it's great, and I love it.
If you would like to put the Fruity Pebble syrup on your cereal, go for it.
Pebble
don't-
syrup?
What?
That's dope as hell.
What? I need this.
Yeah.
Like
Hell
I am.
yeah.
By the way,
Matt-
everybody, I actually had very nice writerly topics picked out, but you know what? We're fine.
No, we're good. We're good.
Well, like Fruity Pebble syrup. Oh my god.
Food? What?
It's always food.
It's
It's
always
11 at night. Nobody cares about writing anymore. What is this, a write-a-thon?
What are we, writers? What?
Hold on.
No, all the night owls and crazies are out now. So.
Yeah.
I'm glad this stream is giving me that's what we're
What we're
here.
here for.
I will say I had a particular shitty day today, mildly shitty, and this is just helping me so much with my
This is the
dopamine.
stream I was born for.
Same.
Not the productivity
That
sprint.
one.
No.
It happened. Okay, so apparently I just missed this one. I got the others. Maybe Fox is psychic. You know, our bond is so strong. I would, in fact, not
Be surprised.
doubt it. There are days when, like, I'm about to plan, like, we're just talking, and I'm like, wait, no, I have an idea. And then he's like, no, and he just knows. And then also the reverse happens. So, you know, Cody needs an inhaler.
I need a lot of things.
Fabulous 69.
Maybe a little bit of Jesus, but who knows? Whew.
Fox specifically has a goal or a desire for me to have gained 7 subs in this stream so that my sub count would be 666. It would
Oh,
mean
yeah.
ever so much to him
We need it.
to do so.
Come on, guys.
I'm cool with the stream of pink mats and sleep deprivation and Fox trying to kill Sam. See, here's the thing. Other people may be like, oh, Sam's acting like this because she's sleep deprived.
Nope.
This is me. This is actually me feeling really good because my migraine shot's working and I don't actually have any brain fog right now. At least not strong enough to matter. So, like, this is just a regular Sam, baby.
This is regular baby.
This is somewhat sleep deprived, Matt.
Matt will admit. He's been.
I will admit, I only got 4 hours, which is a lot more than Sam got. However, I need a lot more sleep.
It's
I'm on
double
this-
what I got, and he needs double what I need.
Yes.
I'm on the same wavelength as Sam. I'm golden. I'm Gucci. This is just me. I'm ready to go.
I'm just on 6 a.m. vibes, so
6 a.m. vibes are
Sage is like,
something
I just
else.
woke up. It's fine.
So he's just like, this is the beginning of my day.
Yes.
Yep.
Who
So,
needs
like,
coffee?
you just woke up, not have been up all night.
Don't know.
just woke up.
That's fair, Jess. That's fair.
Just waking up, those, like, 5 to 6 a.m. vibes.
The best
Are
part
so
of
just
waking up is
something
Fox
else.
taking
That's a
over.
different sphere of existence.
Yeah. It's legit being on a different planet.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
unreal.
Who needs coffee when you have a social stream where we just die?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Where everybody gets oh, we're at 4:35 for the double. Sorry. All right, what y'all need to know is the double was at like 312 subs or something around there when we started recruiting and doing our March stuff. And Jess is like, I want to get to 320. And I'm like, no, we will get to 350 at minimum. And then, like, I want to get to 400. And then 450 is my ambitious goal. And 500 is my ambitious goal. And now we are at 435.
So we're almost at the
Keep
ambitious.
it coming.
I want the ambitious.
She wants the community tab.
For anybody who doesn't know, ambitious is what I started like calling my goals that like are probably not realistic at all, but then I make some of them, so I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Rebel so hard, the universe can't stop you.
Or just persevere so much, it's just like whatever. You have it.
Morning person.
I'm absolutely not a morning person.
So you're just like, I went to bed like 3 hours ago. I'm just here. Bad.
Seriously.
No, I went to bed at 8:30.
Oh.
like a normal person who has to be up at 4:30. But then I lay in bed and read fanfic until 2:00 this morning.
I think
So-
he's trying to say something about me. I feel a little shade in that direction.
Same. I also feel shade.
I mean, all tea, all shade. So
Pink lemonade.
I do like tea.
exactly.
See, circle around.
We are happy to provide you more caffeine than 3 cups of black tea.
Yes.
Even when I'm off the clock, I'm giving people caffeine. For those at
Power.
home, I'm a barista.
Matt, do you consider yourself an extrovert or an introvert?
I feel like
Or
I
an
feel like a
ambivert?
lot of people say they're ambiverts, but like I really think I am because I need a little bit of both. Like,
Well, I think
it-
more people are ambiverts than are intro or
Yeah.
yeah, like it
like I think that's
depends.
actually the majority.
Like
but-
both can fuel me and both can definitely drain me.
Because I was gonna say the power of the extrovert, baby, but like only me and Cody are confirmed extroverts here.
Actually, no, I'm an introvert.
Are you really?
Am I just fueling all of you instead of siphoning your energy like I'm
Like-
supposed to?
I do think I'm more extroverted than introverted. It's just
I call myself an introvert with extroverted tendencies.
it's hard because like I definitely
Outgoing introvert.
yeah, like I'm outgoing and I really enjoy social settings. However, being alone
I don't.
is how I recharge. So it's like
Yeah.
Well, then you're either an ambivert or you're an outgoing introvert.
introvert.
I-
Yeah.
Because like
Introvert and extrovert and introvert is just like, do people fuel you or drain you?
Yeah.
And then ambivert
Yeah.
is like both on some scale. But then your personality comes into it and it's like, are you outgoing? Are you social? Are you like shy or are you like reclusive? Stuff like that. Like Chris is a social introvert, but he's also shy. So he's not outgoing.
Yeah.
I think you're outgoing.
I'm definitely outgoing. I kind of feel like
I am such a powerful, outgoing extrovert. I steal your energy and then return it to you.
and then give it back, more powerful than ever.
I'm Sailor Moon.
Oh, you do have that crystal.
I do. It's in the bedroom, or I would get it.
But like, so before stream, example, I've
That kitchen.
it is like before stream, I was just in my room alone by myself. Actually, I was talking to my roommate. But I've just been alone most of my day, and it's been wonderful. It's been great. And then I get on stream, and I'm just like, "Hello, bombastic." So it all depends on the circumstances. Streams and when I'm at work, I'm very much like, "Hello, razzle dazzle."
Yeah.
When there's no one around, I'm just like,
Yeah. I have the same thing, and I think it's because so I worked in customer service for a long time,
mhm.
and you develop a customer service personality. Like people like to talk about the customer service voice. No. You develop an entirely
Whole
different
persona.
personality, like a persona that you can put on
Yep.
that shields you from the crap that you have to deal with from the general public.
Yep.
So when I'm streaming, I tend to slip into like a modified version of that. And like I can be really personable and I feel fine while I'm doing it. Like I don't feel energized, but I feel fine. And then I promise you, as soon as I hit that little red X when the stream is over, I am going to crash so hard.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for the stream to be over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really
stream
hyping
is
this stream
over.
up.
But like,
Well, in that case,
Good, Mark.
because okay, so like a little bit of fun story background. What happened one night after a stream? We were backstage. me and CB were like, all right, cool, we're both gonna go. Sam jokingly said, no, you have to be here for 5 minutes. Little did we know, we were there for an extra half hour.
Hold on, but let me add more context, right? I was jokingly like, y'all can't leave yet. You gotta stay here for 5 minutes because they had been talking to each other while I moved my whole ass laptop and headset and everything upstairs to put the kids to bed. And then I get sat down and they're like, all right, we're leaving now. And I'm like, bitches, no.
No.
Like,
The moment she says that it gets settled, both me
I'm
and
like,
CB
you
are like,
need to
we
spend
gotta
5
go.
more minutes with me. And then I'm like, I'm just kidding. Y'all can go to sleep if you want. And then immediately get distracted by my children. They spend another 10, 15 minutes talking to each other while I'm taking care of the kids. And then I come back and they're like, you know, we really gotta go. And I'm like, oh, do you now? And they're like, well, it's your fault we're still here. And I'm like, I was not involved.
And then me, Sam, and CB talked for another 10 to 15 minutes, and both me and CB were like, okay, no, we really gotta go. Like, we are both tired.
It's very easy to trap your friends with ADHD in a conversation for hours.
I mean,
That's it. I also have ADHD. I'm currently on medication, so that's also what's kicking in here.
Cody, we lost Cody. I'm all powerful.
Sam gets booted. I get booted.
I once did a 2-hour stream, and the people that were on stream with me stayed in the StreamYard studio for 6 hours after the stream.
Yeah, we've done
And
that.
then we were like, listen, it's 4 a.m. Can we, like...
I think my post-stream record is like 3 hours.
I think so.
I also think mine is like 3 hours too.
Back in ye old Skype days, I would start a call with some of my gaming buddies, right? Like afternoon and everything, and then most of them would go to sleep. But like as people were dropping off, my European friends would come on, and then we would be talking, and then they'd go to sleep, and then my American friends would come back, and they were like, "Sam, are you still here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, there's people to talk to."
Yeah.
They're like, "Do you sleep?" And I'm like, "Eventually."
Eventually, my body.
But we have established that you do not.
I lie to make other mortals feel better.
Fair enough.
People just can't handle if I actually never sleep.
Yeah, no, it was... Whew.
Because they are wise. They just love you, Sage.
Oh. No, we just went on like tangent after tangent, and a bunch of neurodivergent people going on tangents.
Yeah. Listen, it started with the phrase, "Do you want to hear about my crush?" And then it just went from there for like another hour.
I mean,
again, not my fault.
Nope.
I was otherwise occupied, but they both blame me, and I'm like, hold up now. I will, like, if it is my fault, I will own that shit. You will not blame me for things that were not mine.
That's why I said she jokingly said you should stay for 5 minutes. Because we both just went off on tangents of our own. And it was great. It was a fun time. Although one time, I literally had to be like, I have to go to bed. So I was like, all right, cool. Hour later, I'm like, man, I really got to go to bed. Sam eventually was like, get out of here. You're leaving. I'm leaving. Goodbye. I just hung up. I'm like, oh. Okay,
somebody had to be responsible.
So I was like, you have to be responsible for me sometimes because I will not go. I will not leave. It's a hard time.
Tangents are awesome. I love hearing about everybody's interest, right? So do I. Also, like, I am 100% so social that I will not pay attention. And then the next thing I know, my friend who has to be up in 2 hours is still on a call with me. And I'm like, what are you doing? You need sleep. And they're like, look at who's talking. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be fine in 2 hours. What about you? And then they're like, that's a fair point.
that's a fair question. Didn't think about that.
I'm that meme. We are not the same.
My goodness.
Anybody who meets me through a Dubba Dubba stream, it's always wild. So do we actually want to talk about one of our talking?
I mean, I feel like we might be inviting more tangents.
Realistically, yeah,
We're good. I only need a 20-minute sprint, and
The rest is golden.
Okay.
and we've still got 45 plus 30. We still got like 75 minutes.
Okay, well,
Showing off those math skills.
Those math skills just won't let me use. She's not here anymore, so I'm not.
I watched the opening ceremony earlier today, and I heard about them, so I brought that up specifically. My goodness.
Do any of you have a preference as to which one we're going to talk about? Nope. Okay.
Werewolves and dragons.
My
up?
wheelhouse.
We've got time. We're not a productivity sprint. They're on the
Nah.
other one.
They're somewhere else doing productivity stuff. We're here chatting.
It was funny. Somebody DM'd me earlier. They're like, "Well, I would have thought you would have been in a sprint by now," because I normally am in have started a sprint by 26 minutes in, unless my brain fog's bad. But I'm like, nah, I was assigned a social sprint. We're laid back today.
We just gonna.
But all right, so the umbrella that this is actually under, because I skipped around because I said fuck it, I do what I want. Do not even follow my own organizational points. Piranhas. The piranhas belong in the other track. But is fantasy versus paranormal fiction, and like how they have crossover elements. And so like how do y'all feel about like werewolves and dragons existing within the same thing?
As a paranormal supernatural
Don't
writer, I will go
everybody
last.
voice opinions at once.
I will go last.
You're going last?
I'll go last.
All right. So
No,
I
I'm
don't.
I'll go second to last one.
Cody will go second to last. I can start because my thoughts are minimal. In all of my current whips and thought dumps, none of them have a single dragon. None of them have a single werewolf. But I think they're both dope as hell. I think it is totally fine to have them in the same story. I think it works. And I'm all for a paranormal and fantasy crossover. Here's something though. I am the DM of a D&D campaign, and there's definitely going to be vampires, which are paranormal, and there's going to be dragons. So actually, while not an official whip, it's a D&D campaign, which is adjacent, and I think it blends.
Yeah, I no thoughts, head empty on this one, but
It's okay, I've got enough tangent for everybody.
I think the thing for me is I am not really a fantasy reader or writer, with the exception of the Discworld novels. And in Discworld, werewolves, dragons, vampires, it all exists in the same space, with the caveat that the dragons are not the dragons that we think of when we talk about dragons.
They're not the European, specifically British version of a dragon. I have a Let's Talk that I have planned where I plan to say that dragon is a horrible term and Naga is superior as the umbrella term. Continue.
Fair enough.
Tangent one.
Well, the thing is that there is one of the early books, I think, is it Color of Magic or is it Light Fantastic? Doesn't matter. One of the early books, there is the Grand Tradition British dragon, but they exist in a separate, like, subset of space and time that is only accessible if you really believe in it, and you have to get close enough, and it's a weird thing. But dragons, like common dragons, exist in the everyday, and they're like house pets. So they're kind of like dogs,
I love that.
just
Sky puppies.
scaly. And one of the main characters actually runs a shelter and rescue, because a lot of people we have a puppy is not just for Christmas campaign thing. They have a dragon is not just for Hogswatch. Because people will get dragons, and then as soon as the dragon is not cute anymore, they abandon them. So, I mean, well,
Speaking
yes.
within the context of the fictional world that Sage was describing, common dragons
are a thing.
Context.
Yes. Anyway, I'm going back to No Thoughts Head Empty now.
Okay. So as mentioned earlier, my current whip involves werewolves and witches.
Also, Jenna, I'm not ignoring you. I just have lots to say on your comment. Just want to let you know. Go on.
There's a lot going on. So me personally, I read a lot of supernatural, paranormal. I was actually debating on which type of genre writer I was going to introduce myself as, which one is more broad spectrum, because as I work on this novel, I'm realizing there's another novel I want to write, which involves like a more bigger scope of like urban fantasy, which involves like werewolves and witches and dragons and demons and all the things alike. I really want to add in my first whip, but there's just no room for it. That's too above scale for me for this one. So I read a lot of books with it. I like it. I think there are good ways and bad ways to do everything. Also furries. Just throwing furries out there. And scalies. Yeah, no, I very much like, if they're together, cool. If they're not, cool. I think dragons are overrated, but that's just me. Like,
European dragons, specifically of the British variety, are extremely oversaturated. Yes,
I think that's what
dragons of all other cultures are highly underused.
When you think of dragon, the first image in your head.
I will die on this new hill that I discovered after a deep dive last month.
You made a hill, you shall now die on that hill.
Yeah,
I watched 5 hours worth of a lot of different Southeast Asians teaching me about their dragons, and then I went and learned about a lot of other dragons for 4 days. Let me tell you.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds so great. I'm not gonna, like, a part of me is like,
It's
that
on
sounds so torturous.
Zhao's channel.
Oh,
We
it
put
is?
together to discuss Naya.
Oh my gosh, I'm just
Raya.
Excuse me while I just go
Sorry,
deep
I'm
dive on
combining
that.
words. Raya and the Last Dragon. All right, but so both together would seem like it necessitates a lot of world building. Here's why that's wrong. Hundreds of stories already exist with both. Like, this is already a thing. But here's the thing. Like, paranormal creatures, when put into a fantasy setting, are very often just created as monstrous races. Like with D&D, you think of werewolves, it's always a curse. It's always a monstery thing. Vampires, undead race of like monstery things. Ghost, commonplace, all over the fucking place, right? So it's like already a thing. But like, then you take like you take the reverse and you put like little like puppy dragons into a contemporary setting, and nobody bats an eyelash at that either. I want a werewolf buying a puppy dragon, or werewolf dragoons. Like, we could combine these things already. So it's like these genres already have so much in common, and like already borrow from so much. Like, you could just do it. And this is one of the reasons I wanted to bring this up, is this is why like people get really stuck on labels, and when you frame a question a certain way, they will like you'll access your inner gatekeeper without even meaning to. Like Sage was like, well, I read Discworld, and it's already got both, and it's like, that's the thing. So after all that anticipation, I missed the Fox takeover.
Gotta have the rewatch.
Oh no!
Good
Don't
thing.
worry, I'm gonna start the sprint in a couple of minutes. So,
I guess
are any of you host. No, but I'm married to somebody born in the year of the dragon, and let me tell you,
Tiger for me.
I'm year of the dog.
I'm a horse.
I'm
I'm
an
a dog.
ox.
Why weren't you? Maybe YouTube unsubscribed. I don't know. It does that. It's rude.
So it's just So I guess for me, the
puppy dragons is what we all need in our life. Yes.
And there's also because also when I saw werewolves and dragons,
Dragonborn are a thing. I don't know if there are were dragons, but there are Dragonborn, which Dragonborn means that at some point in your lineage, one of your ancestors fucked a dragon
and produced children,
and now you have a lot of special powers.
Yes.
Were dragons? I guess those are dragon shifters.
I was just gonna mention in a lot of especially in paranormal romance, it's either you got dragon shifters or werewolf shifters. There's the two prominent things. Common. And and it's just I don't like the genre. I don't like the world that they're in. I don't like ABO. That's just amazing. But sometimes I'm just it'd be cool if that's why I've been reading a lot more urban fantasy, because there are an urban fantasy I've been reading involves a creature that's a not ghost, a ghost and not ghost, and a vampire. I had another vampire halfway through, and I'm oh, I'm in. I am intrigued. What? And then it's just there are other cool things involved, like banshees and liches.
I need puppy dragons. I like that I picked this topic because I'm we should think about certain things, and everyone's just puppy dragons.
Puppy dragons.
You know what?
I want a puppy dragon.
Works for me. Let's all do puppy dragons. Fun fact about my whip that I don't talk about a lot: I actually have a forest race that does have different types of dragons that are small and stuff, and some of them are floral themed. We've got little dragons with flowers. They're cute.
Don't tell my brain that. It'll start creating new things.
One of your ancestors fucked a dragon is another high-selling merch opportunity. She said wisely. Look, people just want to fuck dragons, and that's okay.
But
the dragon immediately thinks of donkey.
Hi, Char.
Okay.
Oh no, Fox has messaged me. He's next dubba dubba dubba. You can just name the productivity track the piranha track.
The piranha track.
I want a piranha badge. You get it for reminding a house they need to do a sprint. Yeah, flower dragons.
Are they from the Amazon? I'm a piranha. I'm from the Amazon. Sorry, Finding Nemo reference that I just assumed you would know.
About my flower dragons. I'm it's a fantasy world. I don't have an Amazon.
No, it's fine.
I created a new fantasy world the other night that has a dragon race, and I never wanted to write a new story more. Yes. Also, fun fact: my whip has a race of people who live on volcanic areas, and they have dragon scale skin type stuff. So I was you know what? Fantasy fiction doesn't have enough actual monster races, and half of my world is that now.
My main problem is piranha bat. It's just
Jess is gonna wake up tomorrow and be Sam, why are people asking for piranha? What did you do?
Why are they asking for piranhas? What is this?
Those baby donkey dragons are too cute.
My problem is also with my brain. This is just, I don't know. I'm sure this is a creative thing. My brain does not stop creating things, period. I've talked to creatives before, because I use Milanote as my main go-to. I have an idea, I'm gonna shove it in here. Someone asked me very recently, oh, how many story ideas do you have? And I would be not possible novels or short stories. They're both. I'm roughly 23 and counting. And they're how do you manage them all? I shove them all in a corner and hope and pray I don't have to deal with them for a while. Because I just, my brain, and sometimes if I'm reading a book, my brain will pick something from that book and be ooh, I really like this.
Interesting the book. I'm gonna steal your idea.
Well, I do have a section that is literally just quotes I like from a book. One such quote I really like is, maybe it's in a haystack next to a needle.
This is mildly unrelated, but maybe I should only run late night streams because it seems I have found my people. If you have dragons, you are now obligated to have someone fuck a dragon, or at least have a legend of someone who did. New fantasy world has no humans. I'm so sick of reading about humans in fantasy. So I have conflicting feelings about this because I love humans and I'm really fascinated by our ability to adapt to everything. And I
Same.
love that in fantasy and like any genre, humans can mix with anything in existence.
Yeah.
We could like in D&D, we're so adaptable and so mixable. If anything's a half, they just say what the other half is. Everyone knows the first half is human.
Yeah.
That's just understood. So, but at the same time, I understand that some people hate humans. I cannot blame anybody. So it's just like my
I both
for
agree and disagree.
For what it's worth, like in my whip, none of my people are humans. I have humanoid species, but I'm like, I'm gonna do what I want. So no one's human.
I mean, I'm just gonna say 2 words: Captain Kirk.
Sage needs a dragon onesie. A pink dragon onesie.
This is actually a onesie.
Does it have dragons on it? I can't see what it has.
It's got kitties.
Okay, Katie's.
Yeah. And it's not a onesie. It's a hoodie.
It's just a really big hoodie. It looks so comfy.
Yeah, it goes to my knees.
Oh, I want it.
Not by you, by chat, who told me that you were in onesie. I just figured they knew something I didn't.
I know. This entire stream has been.
I was
Sage's
like,
in a
maybe that's
onesie.
just Sage's brand. Like,
Yeah.
Matt's pink.
It kind of is. My brand is Comfy Goth.
Oh, I like it.
I was just. I like that.
But terrifying. I like it. No.
Piranha-headed werewolf. Listen, I read one book where at the very end the author mentioned shark shifters, and I said, "I'm sorry, what? You didn't want to throw that anywhere in this book? Is there a sequel? I need to hear about this. I need to know about these people. Shark shifters? Let me in."
But also humans fuck everything up. I mean, so does all the other races in fantasy. Yeah. Ain't nobody perfect.
Yeah.
I ain't holding humans to a higher standard than everybody else.
No. They all suck. To some degree.
Like, why is the default for fantasy elf high and stuck up and like unwilling to help anybody else? That's not appealing to me. But there are like some elf races that I can gel with and that I like.
It's it's kind of how I feel about the Fae always being beautiful men, like just beautiful, like I guess the elves. Okay,
but like in mythology, the Fae are supposed to be so ethereally and unearthly beautiful that you'll like do whatever the fuck they say. That's their thing in mythology. People who write that are just staying true to the origins of the cultural myth.
Okay.
To me, there's a difference between something being overdone and something being respectful to the source material.
Yeah. I guess I also don't know very much about Fae other than things I have seen, and it's just very
Nobody does. Neither do most people who write it, and they piss me off.
But that's why I don't write it.
That's completely other reasons.
But like that's also why I don't write Fae stuff too, because I know nothing. Like I don't want to.
What I need is more people to write Fae obsessed with making humans their pets, because that's what they do.
That's what because the Fae are not benevolent. They're not nice. They're not cool creatures. Everyone's like, this prince wants to save humans. Why doesn't he want to enslave them? Because
the trouble with ideas is there is an infinite number of them always popping up, and we don't have enough time to write them all down. Remember them all. Why did you come here to attack me like this?
I think he's attacking me, and I think you just have to be caught in the crossfire, because...
I had a dream the other night.
Sage, I need you to use this on something. Really sounds too good.
Sorry, I have to respond to that. # Divine Devon.
I'm here for all of this.
Yes.
There are only 2 words that ever need to be said. Captain Kirk. Dragon kitties would also be a great combo. In How to Train Your Dragon, the movie, the dragon, at least, what is the name of the Toothless, thank you. Toothless was actually modeled after cats' behaviors and stuff.
Aww.
I just think humans are boring, as I am one. Think of the chaos that could occur in a world with no humans.
I'm sure chaos can ensue with humans too.
I was just gonna say we have Charlotte, the living embodiment of chaos.
I just
in the
wanted to
chat
say,
right now.
have you been to this stream?
Have you been with us before? Did you not catch the 20 minutes of Fox taking over?
No, actually, Emily didn't. Emily was
Oh,
this
that's-
morning
Oh yeah, she was.
that she did not get to see that. So
Yes. They're chaos. So the answer was yes. No,
but like my more serious answer was just gonna be like the chaos that I do in a fictional setting is going to be the same regardless of the race that I create because I'm God and I have control.
I just love torturing my characters, apparently.
Cody's like, Sam's God, I'm sadist.
I like if you look at some of my a lot of my stuff is very much sensitive.
Hold on, I want to catch up with comments real quick because I was like, yeah, I'll catch up with comments, and then there's more comments now than there have been all night because I mentioned fucking dragons. Apparently,
That's what gets chat really going.
that's
dragons.
what chat needed. Of all the animals that would try to fuck a dragon, cats definitely would have the audacity. You could have arrived. Hi, Devin. You have arrived at the best of possible times. I mean, I want to dispute that, but you also weren't here for the Fox takeover, so I highly encourage everyone to find the Fox takeover. Let's just kill all the elves and humans and just have a nice fantasy story starring piranha dragons. Send it to me, I'll read it.
Well, I'm writing that down now. Piranha
I'm
dragons.
so lost.
Welcome to our
My
world.
stream should have a warning label. Don't come in halfway through. Matt, in my mind, is a soft, sweet, pink, fluffy dragon. Yes, I'm here for this. This Matt.
I accept that.
Matt, merch idea. A soft, fluffy dragon in your pink, like a plush.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And it has your hair.
I was gonna say, and the fur, the fluffy fur, is in the shape of your hair.
Fluffy dragon, indeed. You're just looking in the wrong spot, Sam. I no longer know what this was in context to, but probably.
I think it was. I found my people.
Oh. To be fair, I routinely refind my people all the time. I don't know why I keep losing you.
I don't like it. I need to have tethers, apparently.
But we aren't humans, we're writers. I am an ancient immortal of mysterious and unknown origin, and I will neither confirm nor deny being anything else.
I'm a pink fluffy dragon.
I'm just here.
I exist.
Duh.
I just love torturing my characters, not me Googling the easiest way to make someone scream earlier this week and being disproved by the results being about vocal techniques of metal singers. Yes, you can have more milk. There is not a cutoff time for, well, I guess after you brush your teeth. Never mind. I retract my statement.
I do have an asterisk to that, which will be
This entire stream is just merch ideas. We're marketers for merch.
Yes.
Okay, I finally caught up. Any further comments will have to wait until after the sprint.
Glad I wrote down piranha dragons because I would forget by then.
I have brought for you
The dragon.
a dragon timer. I don't know how it's a dragon timer. We're all going to be surprised together.
Just a dragon burst through at the end.
I had something in my throat. You guys can drink anything that is not soda. Is it soda? What do you... Hold on. Let us start the sprint because I must teach my 10-year-old that lemonade is not soda. Who wants to do our countdown?
I have the last one. Someone else wants it. Sage, Cody.
I did the last one.
I did the last one.
There was only one.
There was only one that I didn't remember, and I was like, 3, 2, wait.
You did do it. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
This was so confused. Like, what do you mean you did the last one? Where was
I
I?
am
during
very
the second one?
confused.
Where was I during the second one?
All right, we'll do it together. Going
Okay.
from the bottom to the top. Cody, you're on the bottom.
Oh, okay. That's what you meant. Okay,
Yeah.
so 3,
2,
1.
go.
I see why it was dragons now.
I also. And I was right. A dragon did pop up at the end, technically.
Yep. So I would like to share that I'm reading the final scene in All That Glitters. This may only be amusing for Cody and Matt, whom have read it. But as I'm reading the final scene, the song Love Potion came on my playlist, and some of the chosen lyrics are make a love potion for you, pull closer, you're finding it harder to breathe.
Oh.
Other things, and I'm like, so apropos.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what a.
But how
what a
did
good song.
everybody do that, Sprint?
Mine is very boring. I watched a little bit of Turning Red on Disney Plus, and I went on to talk to my roommates and snacked on Imitation Crab.
The children are also, I think, they're watching Turning Red. I've heard several times them just pronounce their love for red pandas.
Sounds accurate.
I got 3 points done on the script. So we working through that.
How many points do you have in total?
10.
How many are left?
Oh, 3 left.
Cool.
I uploaded the Not Your Common Dragon sticker to my Redbubble, and then I wrote 100 words. So
Good.
Awesome.
productivity.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I went to add in the spreadsheet that I did my second 20-minute timer, and somebody had already written it in, but it says the only person in there is Jess, who I thought had gone to bed. So now I'm like, did I do a different timer? Was that right? How many spreads have we done?
I don't know.
We're gonna find out we've been here for 5 days.
It's all an illusion.
The timer right here tells me it's been 2 hours.
I know, that's why I'm like,
4 minutes.
Like that timer is like, but is that timer accurate?
That's what I'm going on. I hope so.
Like, we got a lot riding on that timer.
Oh yes, this is Sage saying that the sticker is there. So if everybody really if these are your drinks of choice, and then Sailor Twilight helped with the countdown party. I will be hosting my quarterly party the 28th.
That both
Matt
me and
and
Matt
Cody
will be at.
there.
Hey.
Drinks all around, piranha-headed dragon. Laura wishing for my survival as I had a random ass coughing fit after I muted. Credit card is ready. 230 words. Aw, yeah. Sage, did you say how you did that sprint?
I did.
Mhm.
Yes.
Sticker
Sometimes
and words.
Yeah.
I
See. Yeah.
I forget things immediately, and then I'm like, wait.
That's totally fair.
Same.
230 words for me, and a bit of editing, not too shabby. Nice. I'm progressing, which is good enough for me. Awesome. We like the attitude. Bot sticker. I took a bathroom break and stickered up my planner a bit. Aw, yeah.
I also
Does
took a bathroom break.
Does anybody know any good idioms for that person is panicking? Like they're pulling out their hair, but not that. I don't necessarily know any good idioms, but I've suddenly forgotten every phrase I've ever known.
I was same.
There is a resource for that, but I don't know if I have a link for it. I'm going to see if I can find it.
Okay, if you do, just DM it to me and I'll share it.
Will do.
I'm a piranha.
I'm mildly stuck on it now. I'm like, panties in a twist, but I don't think that's quite the same.
Yeah.
That is not the same connotation. There was a thing that I was going to put up. I don't remember. I don't remember how many pages I read. Maybe 3, maybe 4. I just know I'm on the last page now. But I don't remember where I started. And I read through my fight scene, and I'm like, I'm good at writing magic fight scenes. when I was talking to somebody about some of the powers that I was giving Eric, I found out that lionfish blow bubbles to like disorient their prey, and I'm like, I can make him do a mercury bubble blast.
Oh my god.
And one of my friends was like, I don't know how you're gonna do that and not make it seem really cheesy. And I'm like, don't you worry about it.
It's gonna be real cheesy.
No, it's not cheesy. That's the thing. It's actually like very nice battle tactic in the fight. So
Good.
she's gone round the bend is a southern phrase.
I
Gone tits up. Yeah.
DM'd you the link on Discord.
Oh, okay.
About halfway down that page is a link for conveying panic.
I may have to swindle suddenly.
She's as nervous as a virgin at a September hoedown denotes panic in the southern. I've never heard that one, but I've heard sweating like a sinner in church.
That's the first one that popped my head. Moment I heard sweating, like center in church, or like a hooker in church.
A sinner in church is the polite one. A hooker in church, or whore in church, if you want to be more vulgar. Also, the reverse of that, sweating like a preacher in a whorehouse, I have heard.
Yeah. Yep, I've also heard that one. I'm a northerner, but I've heard a lot of southern idioms.
You're a Midwesterner.
Well, I mean,
Midwesterner. Northern Midwesterner.
there are a lot of really good southern idioms, so.
I also consume
And
a
I
lot
say
of
that as
media.
a complete foreigner.
One of my favorite Mark Twain quotes is when he's talking about how people would make fun of Southerners for speaking so slow. And Mark Twain was like, it is because Southerners have such a love of language that they take their time to consider what they are saying.
Also, the
They
way you say it.
savor it.
Also,
Yeah.
the way you say "bless your heart" can mean 17 different things.
I was watching something, right? I think it was a Digimon movie, and one of the characters was like speaking with a false Southern accent, and I don't remember the phrase that they said, but it wasn't "bless your heart," but it was like something around that. But she said it so angrily, and then she's like, "Yeah, that's like a Southern phrase for you're being silly," and I'm like, "Bitch, not the way you said it. Tone, tone is 90% of Southern conveying, like."
It's like the way the gays say "bitch."
Mhm.
The way you say it will determine everything.
Well,
like "sup, bitch" or
I'll go with one of your Southern idioms. I think
I
that's
mean-
actually. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, "Oh, honey," as well.
Mhm.
Like
oh honey,
tone.
oh honey.
I am of the opinion that all language is tonal, and I
Oh, yeah.
don't understand why people are like, well, these specific things are tonal, and I'm like, I could tell you the same sentence 5 different ways, and depending on how I say it is gonna change how you take it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was verbally beaten to me by my parents, who are all like, Samantha, tone, and I'm like, what is wrong with my tone?
Oh my god, all the time. I'm very tone deaf, so I come off as very much like basically an asshole. So I always tell people like, listen, if I offend you, please let me know. I do not mean to. I'm very tonal deaf because I'm autistic. Like, I don't think it's an autistic trait, but it's within the spectrum. I was like, I try my best not to offend anyone, but it does happen. So please let me know if it happens.
I'm sorry, Cody, I
Yeah.
wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at if cat meows are tonal, all language is tonal. This is the bar of which
Yeah.
we...
Yeah. Listen.
I mean, I grew up with constantly being told
Yeah.
it's not what you're saying, it's the
how
way
you
you're
say it.
saying it.
Yep.
Well, welcome back. Hope that your lunch was good. That's like my grandma. So I am a 3rd-generation gamer, and I have a very interesting relationship with my grandmother. And my grandma always said she didn't care what we called her. She didn't care what we said to her. It was how we said it. And she's like, as long as you say it with love and respect, it doesn't matter. But the moment she thought you was disrespecting her. So when we would play Mario Party, my grandma, like, she's the grandma who throws shoes. And so if you were winning at Mario Party, she would throw a shoe at you and be like, "Look here, you little bitch. Stop fucking cheating." And I'd be like, "Look here, you old bag. If you can't handle it, stay out of the kitchen." And then she'd like steal my star and I'd be like, "Bitch, that was mine." So it's like,
I had an old district manager who's very
Hold on.
similar like that.
as an erotica writer from the South, I have quite the stash of Southern sayings and euphemisms. Might I ask whereabouts in the South are you from? Go ahead, Cody.
But my regional manager was a elderly woman, and she could tell you to go fuck yourself 5 different ways, and you won't know until 3 weeks later. And I'm just like, Sally, I aspire to be you so much. Every time I'm like, what would Sally say?
They also say shitting bricks here.
Yep, shitting bricks.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. More like someone saying that bitch is going crazy or something. Do you have a few?
Hotter than Satan's booty hole. Colder than a witch's left tit. Nothing to do with that.
Oh,
Sorry,
that's the weather.
That's the weather. My brain. I'm sorry.
Southwest Florida and Central Oklahoma. Okay. My husband is from Miami. I do not remember what part of Florida that is considered.
That would be southern. Like,
I was about to say all of Florida.
I was also about to say like for all of Florida southern.
No, it's like the tip of Florida. Not kind of like the Keys.
I don't think Miami's that far down, is it?
It's pretty far down there.
Time to Googles.
It's like the bottom.
I don't even know South African geography.
Your panhandle. I have to look. I just don't think we drove down that much when we go to visit.
Oh no, it is like it's very close to the southern tip.
Okay.
It's not like the tip, but it's very close. Like the Keys are the tip. That's like the next town up. Actually, it's like 2 towns up. Okay.
I hear it too, Sage.
Yeah.
Just the tip, Cody.
Just the tip. That's all.
This is like the last stream when CB kept laughing at 69.
Oh, y'all forget. I used to work at a sex store shop, so like.
I'm from Tampa. Miami is pretty center. Okay.
So like, I will make all the jokes. I will make them all. I will walk right into every single one. No problem.
Go off. Sorry, hold on. I love this one.
That is a really good one.
Okay.
I love they've lost the plot. That's like one of my favorite idioms I've ever heard.
What? I've never heard of that one.
Just the tip is another good merch phrase.
Just the tip. It's just at the tip. That's all you get. So just the tip.
It would be great if it like said just the tip and then you like show the tip of a pen.
Mm-hmm.
And like it would be really good for an erotica writer.
Yes. Look at all of us giving out free merchandise.
This is the first one we've given out. Jenna's been telling us all of them.
It's in the stream. We still give out merch ideas.
The plot one I'm using for a different character, but the frog sounds great. I also vote the frog, regardless of all other context.
2 peas in a pod.
Are you just spouting off?
Yeah.
It's a problem I have. It's
fine. I just want to make sure we're clear.
Yes.
I don't want a Minako moment, okay?
It's gonna happen. Oh my gosh, listen. I love Minako so much and all her stupid idioms. They're just so close.
Charlotte's contribution to the chaos that is. I vote frog too.
I will say, in the most recent movie I was watching, not to talk about Sailor Moon again, but in the most recent movie, she did say an idiom, and Artemis was just like, eventually you just get used to it. And I'm like, you know what, Artemis, you're right though.
Everybody has like stopped correcting her by season 4. They're just like, whatever. We know that she's never gonna learn.
Yeah, you just get used to it by now. They're like, yeah, pretty much. Making way you right, Artemis.
Hi, I highly recommend that you watch the whole stream from replay. There are so many hidden gems today.
And so many not so hidden gems.
So many that just hit you in the face.
So many plain sight gems.
It's so hard to miss them, but sometimes you do. You know, it's just start from the beginning. Just trust us. Trust the process.
We may have been invaded and taken over very rudely.
Was it
This-
rudely though?
This stream has been nuttier than squirrel shit.
I also must say I had to defend myself again in DMs because someone was like, I should have known that you would have gone off on a thing about dragon fucking, and I'm like, that was not me. I made one joke. It's a D&D joke. I make it all the time. All my D&D friends know it. They also make the joke. I didn't know the chat was gonna go crazy over it.
Listen,
This is not me. I will not be held responsible for other people's sins.
I don't understand everyone wanting to fuck dragons. I really don't.
I understand it. I just didn't start it.
This is Dubba After Dark. So
That's true.
This is the 18 and up stream. Little did y'all know, y'all
Oh
get
my
dragons.
Whenever people are like, they're like, "Can I cuss on your stream?" and I'm like, "You've never been to my stream, have you?"
You got your me specifically.
Like because I'm writing mom, and my whole thing is that I'm a writer and a parent, and it's all like, "Oh, I am not a family channel, baby. I am for the parents."
Yeah, it's every so often I get a little bit self-conscious. I'm like, wait a second, I forgot where I am.
Mad as a cut snake is another one, not a euphemism. I wasn't thinking it till you said that.
I mean, going back to the tip,
that reminded me of
Sage
running around.
has a new sticker with purchasing Dolores. Yes,
Yes,
it's a great sticker.
it's great. You should go see it.
There, Sage goes with another one. Nuttier than squirrel shit is now my personal canon.
Run around like a chicken with its head cut off.
How is what is sin? Well, here's the thing. If I am being blamed for it, it's a sin. Because I did not do it. But if I did it, it was a holy act of the divine.
how could you tell me I was wrong?
Exactly.
Sorry.
Wait, who was wrong?
The Chicago references just
Oh.
How could you tell?
I haven't just
I was
for so
wrong.
long. Now I'm sad that I didn't get the reference.
once a theater kid, always a theater kid.
Same.
Spit the dummy.
Spit the dummy is an adult having a tantrum. I was in the productivity sprints, but then I had to get off so I could finish uploading my video.
Welcome to the chaos.
That's an interesting one. I don't know if the word dummy is used in that context in the States, but in South Africa and Australia, it's a pacifier is a dummy.
Oh, okay.
I like how all of us were like, yeah.
I understood
So-
it differently, but then when you said that, I remembered that is a thing. And
So
yeah,
to spit the dummy is throwing a hissy fit, basically.
the additional context.
Okay.
Theater
I like
kids
it.
need stickers.
That's true.
No, not you mentioning it, the act of doing it. Oh, no. The sin was me being blamed for something other people did. Not,
Same.
I don't care who's fucking dragons or who's obsessed with fucking dragons. We do not kink shame here.
No. It is
Ow.
not my particular kink, but that is okay.
But your kink is not my kink.
Yes.
One of the pillars of fandom.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, dummy, well, it's also just somebody who's not very intelligent, so it's
Yeah.
spit the dummy. I just imagined somebody who was stupid, yelling, throwing it, just spitting because they were so angry. So
I imagine someone spitting on a dummy and then someone spitting out a dummy. And that one didn't make sense. And then it was someone spitting on a mannequin again, so that's about where my brain went.
I also had never thought it until I wrote it for Mad as a cut snake, but once you see it, you don't unsee it. You have opened my eyes. Now we're all dirty minded. Tell the children stay away from writing Mom's stream after dark.
That should be the the intro song.
I need to. No, it's not rock enough.
Oh, we will make him more rock.
Yeah, we'll do a rock cover.
We will do one. We'll get one together.
I'm just like one day going to receive a file from Cody and Matt. I was like, here, this thing that we said.
So we worked on this. Little did you know. You thought it was a
I'm
joke.
like, I
But
didn't know y'all could play the guitar. And they're like, we learned it for this.
I have a guitar. I have one. I will learn it specifically for this. The new intro song. My goodness.
In one of the servers I'm in, someone just said, does anybody ever reach a point where they're so tired they can't fall asleep? And I'm like, my whole life.
Yes.
Yep.
All the time.
That's just my existence. Don't bring your children around at mom's streams after time. The best part is my children watch my streams.
Yes.
My oldest will comment in my streams, and I'm just like, there's so much I'm going to have to explain at some point.
Yep. Or what's better is when they just show up in the stream.
Oh my gosh. But
And try to lick your nose.
Yes.
the main gremlin. Let me tell you, sometimes when they know I'm streaming, they will come to show up in the stream just so they can watch themselves on playback later. And I'm like, I
They get it
have
from you.
future influencers in my house.
I wonder where they would get something like that from.
I don't know. Who does that?
It's got to be from Chris.
Cody has a guitar and he has been holding out on us.
Come
Listen.
on, Cody.
Okay, guys. I was going to be surprised, but here's Wonderwall.
No, I hate that song. Don't you dare. I mean, they're famous now. Let me tell you of my relationship with that song. I hate that song. But the moment anybody mentions it, it is stuck in my fucking head. I know that song from beginning to end, and I don't know how I know it. I have no idea where I learned it. I don't know where I heard it, but I hate him.
I think we're all just born with knowledge of that song.
It's
like
I feel
one of those human instincts.
yes.
I feel like for people of a certain age, that's just it. Wonderwall downloaded directly into our brains at some point.
It's like that one U2 album.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Don't even start with that one.
I was reading a comic, right? And the comic was called Wonderwall. And I'm like,
Oh.
but it has like no connection to the song for a long ass time. But every time I see the comic, I'm still like, you're my Wonderwall. I fucking hate that song. And then I keep reading the comic. And then at some point, they talk about the song in the comic, and I'm like,
I know that I'm going
it is a reference. I was so mad.
The funny part is
Other
the
people
first
can't
time
make me angry, but I can make myself angry.
the first time I ever mentioned I have a guitar, the first thing Steeg said, first thing out of his mouth was, here's Wonderwall. And I'm like, of course, Steeg. So now every
The
time
moment you play Wonderwall, you're never coming on the stream again, Cody. Just know this. This is your sacrifice.
That intro is 60 seconds long. I can set up a lot of things in 60 seconds.
So unfortunately, Piranha Dragons, which may now be what I call chat, I don't know. But we are at 2:25, and so I do have to have everybody do their outros.
Oh, I'm in the hot seat now.
Oh no!
Ah, the timing too.
Oh, it's been snatched. Damn.
Oh, all right.
That was like, yes. That's
Man.
perfect.
All right. Hi. I'm Matt Holland, stage name Pat Mink.
Please welcome to stage, Pat Mink.
I'm a fantasy writer working on my debut dark fantasy adventure novel, and I also have a pirate short story called The White Harvester coming out March 30th. It'll be in Sasha Black's The Rebel Diaries anthology. You can pre-order it right now. There's a link in my Instagram bio. There's a link in Sasha's Instagram bio. It's like $5.
The White Harvester alone is worth $5, but I'm
Alone.
told I get 12 other stories.
You get
with it.
12 other stories with all various forms of villainy and rebellion. It's fantastic. You should definitely check it out. On my Instagram, we're doing an Instagram challenge for the release. So you can follow along with that. And join the Rebel Authors Facebook group that's hosted by Sasha Black. And in that Facebook group, I'll be coming at you with 2 live streams. One on Tuesday, the 22nd, 3 p.m. East, 4 p.m. There's a whole thing with daylight savings time. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then another one on March 30th, same time, for the release. And we'll be playing games. It's a whole party. So join the Facebook group so you can come to that. And follow me on Instagram to stay up to date on all things Pat Mink. Cody.
Hello, hi, everybody. My name is Cody Keller. I am a gay creator who likes to make gay things. Straight people have had it too good for too long. It's getting late. Anywho, I'm your resident Sparkle King. You can find me here on the Dubba 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 at least once I'll go around, usually with Sam. Other than that, you can find me pretty much exclusively on the Samantha L. Nasset Writing Mom channel, where we do sprints and talk about Sailor Moon sometimes. I will be there next week. I will be there Monday, where we talk about Lost Boys, a movie I've never seen and will probably see tomorrow because I'm a terrible co-host. Anywho, I'm currently working on my debut novel, which is about witches and werewolves and shit, and other things of the source and like. Follow me down below, but we go on adventures.
It's gonna follow me everywhere.
What's gonna follow you everywhere?
Well, I have a stream with Charlotte and Emily later.
Oh, it is going. Piranha dragons. Little did Sam know, her entire channel will now be piranha dragons.
Then bring me the lemonade.
I told you.
It's a jug.
She often says her children to go get her drinks. It's great. Her little piranha dragons.
It's a lot to whisper yell to get his attention too. I really need a drink.
They could be piranha dragons.
Yes, that. Sage.
Oh, okay. Hey, bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes. Thank you for letting me be batshit crazy on the stream. I'm Sage, also known as Moon Bunny Creative. I'm a poet and a fanfic writer. I have books. Links are below somewhere. I do things on the internet sometimes. I do things with words sometimes. And I frequently forget what I'm saying. So that's the energy we're going with. And I love you all.
Great Skate the Infinity reference.
I'm glad somebody got it.
Yep.
I generally open all of my streams with it.
The moment it started, I'm like, I know what this is.
And I am Writing Mom Samantha L. Nasset. This is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. On Mondays, I host live streams like this, where, yes, it is very often this level of chaotic.
Yeah.
And sometimes we do writing sprints and are productive. Other times we talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. Like Monday, to recuperate from this weekend of writing, we're going to be, me, Cody, and Jess are going to be talking about the 80s vampire movie Lost Boy. Not Peter Pan movie. And the week after that, me, Cody, and Matt will be having a quarterly party to celebrate the end of the first quarter of the year.
Woohoo!
So if y'all like my face, come join us.
And if y'all
Can't
like
get
the
rid of me.
party, come join us.
And when I make content, I post it on Thursdays, but I'm kind of on a hiatus that I don't want to be on because chronic illness sucks. If you would like to read a sample of my writing so that you know that I am not completely and totally full of bullshit, you can go to my website, SamanthaLNasset.com, and read my spooky flash fiction, Until Pizza Do Us Part. And while you're there, you can sign up to my newsletter to stay up to date with all things Sam and WWW announcements until we get the community tab. Subscribe to the Dubba Dubba Dubba. The patron saint of the stream, Artemis, says so.
I love it when she shows up.
You've got to listen to Artemis.
Yep.
She does. Look at her. She glows. She is divine.
She's the patron saint.
I don't know why she glows on camera every time.
Her divinity.
Yeah, it's her divinity.
Exactly.
Fair. I appreciate each and every one of you that has come. All of you who watch this, who watch this on the. I just realized my words. Who watch this on the replay, and we'll catch you next time. Oh, if you would like to catch the next social stream or productivity stream, I do have all of the Dubba Dubba stuff linked down below, including the playlist. Highly recommend them. I just keep them open in a tab. If I don't want to hear somebody, I just mute them. But I let it keep playing, and it takes me to the next sprint. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I'll catch y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
See you.